through the nose.
And try to relax the back of the neck. Invite in some calm and groundness quality. Make your body heavy so that with every breath out, it seems like you are melting towards the earth. Equally long breathe in and equally long breathe out. You can actually create a rhythm in your breath. So breathe in for 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. And keep on counting for yourself so that it is your pace. Every breathe in and breathe out with the same length. Breathe through the nose. Let's invite in a grounding mantras. I am present in my body, so that there is no past and no future. It is only here and now on your yoga mat. I am grounded with the earth. I am connected. I am safe. I am whole. Keep on breathing rhythmically. Breathe in for 4 counts in and breathe out 4 counts out. Keep your arms lengthened forward. Take a look forward. And let's lift our right leg up. Take your right leg a little bit more towards the left, just a little bit more to the center line. And I want you to really decompress the lower spine, so tuck the tailbone a little bit so that you truly are working with your right side seat to do this motion. Lower back supposed to be relaxed. And we will be pulsing 25 times our right leg up and down. Relax your forehead down and try to relax the back of the neck. And pulse the right leg up and down, up and down. Keep lengthening the tailbone so that you are not moving from compression in the lower spine, but it always goes from the glutes. 17, 16, 15. Keep moving up and down. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Relax the back of the neck. 3, 2, 1. Keep it up for 10 counts. Squeeze the glutes. Decompress the lower spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your right leg and rest the left cheek on the ground. Sway your hips gently right and left. And again, move onto your forehead. If you need to take a look, then take a look first. If you already know the moves, you can keep forehead down. Lift the left leg and take the left leg slightly to the right towards the center midline. And start to pulse the leg up and down, up and down. Remember to lengthen the tailbone, even gently tuck the tailbone underneath you. Keep pulsing. Try to soften the back of the neck. If you notice that a lot of tension is creeping in, relax even more. 10, 9, 6, 4, 3, 2. Hold for 10 counts. Squeeze the left side glutes. Squeeze the seat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Rest the other cheek on the ground and sway your hips gently right, sway your hips gently left. Then slide your hands towards your breastbones. Breathe in, lift for little cobra. Shoulders down and back, elbows in. Point your elbows backward. Breathe into the chest. Decompress your lower spine. Squeeze the glutes as you did before. Exhale, relax your chest, neck, forehead down on the ground. Again, breathe in, lift your chest, but this time bend the right knee, squeeze the right side, sit. Heart up, toes up, and release. Down, switching legs, inhale, heart up, squeeze left side glutes, toes up, heart up. Exhale, release, chest down, forehead down. Push the ground away, roll onto your knees. All fours, breathe in, open to the cow pose, stretch the heart forward. Breathe out, round the spine, cat pose, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. 2 more times, keep breathing rhythmically. Do not rush, linger on every pose. Already introduce strong fingers. 1 more time, moving through cat and cow. Then let's move into downward facing dog. Exhale, tuck your toes and start to move your legs. Bend one knee, then the other. Keep pressing down through your fingers. All 10 knuckles are pressed down to the ground. The heels doesn't have to touch the ground. If they do, if you are very flexible, that's perfect. But if you don't have enough dorsiflexion, deflection in your ankle, it's also super okay. And then release your knees down to the ground and kneel down onto your heels. Breathe in, reach your arms up, lengthen. On breathe out, twist to the left side. Keep your palms open to the outside, right palm outside the left thigh, left palm behind you. Palms are open, and so is the collarbone. Try not to twist so much from your neck. In neck, we have mostly stability. Twist more from your belly up towards your chest, through the thoracic spine. Maintain equally long breaths. You can keep counting 4 counts in, 4 counts out. Come back to the center, both arms up, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right. Keep your palms open. Twist from your chest. Tuck your chin a little bit. Provide stability for your neck. Let's come back through the center, arms up. And then release your hands down. Listen up, if this pose is not comfortable for you any longer, you always have an option to sneak a block between your heels and to sit on the block. If it is better, then go ahead. If it's okay, stay there. One more thing here. Let's interlace the fingers, but point your indicate fingers up. And we will breathe for 4 counts in, sending the arms up, lengthening. Point your fingers up. And as you exhale, finish the crossing of your index fingers too, and then take the palms forward. Try to breathe for 4. Breathe in 2, arms up, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3. Tuck the chin gently, 4. Breathe in, arms up, lengthen your arms, stretch up. And exhale, finish the interlacing of all the fingers and round the spine a little bit. One more time, breathing, arms all the way up. 3, 4. Exhale, palms to the front, round the spine, tuck the chin. This time, keep the hands as they are. Lift both arms up. Inhale fully. Exhale, release the hands alongside your body. Walk the hands forward. Tuck your toes under again and repeat downward facing dog. Press down through the fingers, press down through the toes. And because we are working on our lower body today, make sure that your feet are staying active. The toes are pressed down, the inner arches of your feet lifted. Walk your feet halfway forward. When you are in the middle of the mat, pause there. If this is tough, you can move on to the tops of the fingers, or you can gently bend the knees too if you need to. Keep sending your ribs towards the upper thighs, sitting bones up and back. Relax the neck. Relax your jaw, your face. Walk your hands towards your feet so you are in the middle of the mat. Ragdoll fold, hold your elbows and sway a little bit left, sway gently right. Invite the sense of calmness to every movement today. Allow your spine to be long, lengthening like a waterfall is falling down your spine. Soften the back of the neck. And then drift your fingers down to the floor. Step your feet as wide as your yoga mat, so heel toe your toes out. And then move into Malasana. If you need support, you can always slide the block underneath your sitting bones. If you are fine, then stay without the block. And try to press down through all four corners of your feet. Not only heels are pressing down, but also big toes, pinky toes. Keep inner arches in your feet lifted, so you are not collapsed in your ankle. Try to lengthen the spine. Roll your shoulders down and back. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Invite equally length breath-ins and equally long breath-outs. Drift your fingers forward and now heel toe your toes so that they are super narrow, maybe even toes touching, heels touching, and we are moving to this narrow squat. Bend your knees again. Now walk your fingers forward and allow your head to become heavy. Breathe into the spinal flexion. Breathe between the ribs to the back of your heart, back of the neck. And now sit down. So settle your bum down on the ground. Stretch the right leg forward. Keep the left knee bent, Janu Shirshasana. Breathe in, arms up, lengthen. On breathe out, lower down, but just a little bit. Keep your spine long. Keep your triceps by the ears. Breathe in, come back up. And once again, keep the spine long, lean forward. This time, settle your hands either outside your legs, on each side of your leg, or you can hold your shin, or maybe even touching your foot. Relax the back of the neck. Take 5 breaths here. Moving close to earth. Feeling safe, calm, grounded. Stay in present moment. Whatever happened today, let it go. No past. Come back up. You can stretch your arms up. Take the left hand outside the left thigh and lift yourself, but do it for sake of side body stretch. So right side body is long rather than back bending. Try to stretch the right side as much as you can. Lift the left side ribs up. Now strengthen your core as you lift yourself up. Keep the right toes pointed forward. And now here, bend your right knee and lean to the right. Right knee bends, and it's okay if the right knee is more forward than your right ankle. Take the right forearm onto your right thigh and send the left arm over the ear. Stretch the left side body. Keep energy at your root lock. It's as though you are squeezing the sitting bones towards each other, lifting the pelvic floor. So this is the bottom muscles of your belly. Especially as you breathe out, feel the power in your lower abs. And then straight the right leg. You can point the toes up. Move your right hand onto the right shin and lift your left arm up. It's a small trikonasana. So rather than bending over to the right side, try to keep right side body and left side body long. Toes pointed up. Breathe deeply. And then let's come back to the seated position. Left hand goes down, right arm across the head, and lower down back into Janu Shirshasana. Let's switch to the other direction. Left leg straight, right knee bends. Point your sitting bones forward so that they are on one line. And actually point your sitting bones a little bit back, taking the fleshy part of your seat backward. Breathe in, arms up, triceps by the ears, and breathe out, lower just a little bit. Keep long spine. Breathe in, move dynamically back up, and breathe out this time, fold down. Keep long spine. Maybe drop the hands onto the floor, shin, ankle, or foot, wherever it feels good. Take a moment to soften your jaw, your face. Trust yourself that you can move from place of calmness and groundness today. One more cycle of breath. Make it equally long breath. And lift yourself all the way up, arms up. Settle the right hand outside the right thigh and lift your seats up. Stretch the left side body. Press down through right fingers. Do not collapse onto the right wrist. On your exhale, strengthen the core, and then with inhale, use this core strength to lift yourself up. Point your left toes out, bend your left knee. You can place your left forearm onto the left thigh and stretch the right arm over the head. Keep strengthening your root lock. You can reach your right shoulder towards the ear. This is a natural movement of your scapula. When you reach out for something, you need to lift your shoulders so it's easier to reach. And then let's come back up. Let's do micro trikonasana. Straight your left leg, point your toes up. Sway the left hand onto the left shin. Reach your right arm up. Long left side body, long right side body. Strengthen your legs. You can strengthen your thighs by lifting the left kneecap. Strengthen your glutes. One more full cycle of breath. And let's get out the way we get in. So lean to the right, right hand goes down, left arm over the head. Sit down back into Janu Shirshasana. And now cross Cross both sitting bones in front of you. Move through all fours into downward facing dog again. Maybe this time with more stability here. Reaching the ears downward, but it never matters if they touch the ground. Wrap the upper arms around and in. Keep magnetizing the forearms towards each other. And step your feet all the way forward. Doesn't matter how many steps you need to do. Enjoy the walk forward. When you get there, breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fall down towards the legs. Breathe in, reach all the way up, heart up, arms up. Exhale, hands through the heart. Interlace the fingers and flip your palms all the way up. At first, just experience jetting your ribs out. So you allow your ribs to go out. And usually you can easily notice that this is a little bit of cheat, because when your ribs are jetted forward, you don't need to open that much through the shoulders. So now, with control, take your lower ribs backward, and your shoulders will move and arm bones a little bit forward, and try to have the same stretch, but only using your shoulders and arms. The ribs stays down. Breathe in here and breathe out. Lean over to the right side. Keep pressing down through your feet. Try to maintain your hips on one level. Breathe in, move through the center, and then lean over to the left side. Do not move your hips. If you will move them, you will also stretch through the hips. If they stay stable, there is more emphasis on side body stretch. Move through center, spread your arms wide. Inhale. Exhale, fall down over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine, gentle tug of the chin, shoulders back. Step the left foot back, lunge, and start to rock your head into the circle. Not too fast. Find your way to the pleasant movements. First vinyasa in between the sequences, so step your right foot back. Inhale, plank pose. Maybe first time you prefer to move on your knees, or full chaturanga if you prefer. Exhale. Inhale, open up, cobra or upward facing dog, squeeze the bump. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay for about 3 breaths. Make sure you are not collapsing on your wrists. Release any excess tension from your head. Inhale, right leg high up. Exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. Inhale, left foot forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fall down to the legs. Inhale, rise up, root down through your legs. Squeeze the sitting bones as you back bend a little bit. Exhale, hands through the heart. One more time, breathing, arms up, lengthen. Exhale, lower down, spread your arms, take your time, no rush. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back, keep your fingers low, lunge. Start to roll your head into the circles, squeeze the right side glutes. Keep energy between the feet. Soften the line of your jaw, your neck. And step through vinyasa, any flow you like. Inhale, exhale, lower down, point your elbows back. Breathe in, squeeze the shoulder blades in, squeeze your legs. Exhale to downward facing dog. Around 3 breaths, equally long. You can always come back as often as you need to 4 counts in and 4 counts out. Lift your left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot forward between your hands. Inhale, right foot forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fall down towards the legs. Inhale, rise all the way up, stretch your arms up. Exhale, hands through the heart. Let's fire a little bit more our glutes. Breathe in, arms up. Exhale, fold down, nose to knees. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up, but point your right toes down. Hips stay square. Really squeeze the right side glutes and start to pulse for 10 times right leg up and down, up and down. 9, 8. Squeezing the right side seat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Listen up. Step the right foot outside the right hand. Now you can choose to roll onto the top of the left foot. It will be a little bit more activating, but I think you can all do it. Left foot on the top. And now try, can you reach the left fingers forward, squeeze the right hip in, and maybe some of you will be able to even reach the right hand forward. Staying for 5 counts, squeeze the right hip in. 4, 3, right knee in. 1. And release your hands down, release your left knee down. Straight the right leg so that the right leg is a little bit more to the right, to the outside. Point the right toes towards you and try to point the right side seat backwards so that you can stretch the right side seat. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale, release a little bit more throughout the neck. Keep your left fingers low. Lift your right arm up, twist towards the right side. Keep your left hand down and now sway your right leg back. You can point your left shin a little bit more backward for stability, and we will make 10 circles, but a little bit like ellipse shape, so that the heel goes up, heel goes up. Circling, but trying to push the heel up so that you can strengthen your gluteus medius, the outside portion of your glutes. 4, 3, heel up. 2, 1. Perfect. Drop the right hand down, squeeze your right knee towards your nose. Tuck your left toes under, shoot the right leg behind you for three-legged dog. And now take any vinyasa you like, including three-legged vinyasa if you wish. Breathe in, open your chest, do not rush. Linger on every motion. Exhaling to downward facing dog. Now lift your left leg up. Point the left toes down, keep your hips square, and start to pulse the left leg 10 times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep squeezing the left side glutes. 1, and then step the left foot outside the left hand. Try to roll onto the top of the right foot. And now maybe the right fingers are reaching forward. Squeeze the left hip in. Maybe also the left fingers will reach forward. Stay for 5. Fire the left side glutes and hips. Lateral hips are so important. 2, 1. Drop the hands down, drop your right knee down, straight your left leg, point your left toes up. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale, release a little bit any excess tension from the face, neck. Keep reaching your left side seat backward. Equally long breathe in, equally long breathe out. Keep right fingers low and reach your left arm up. Open across the chest. Point your right shin a little bit more to the right. Keep right fingers down on the ground and take the left leg back. Start to make circles, but with emphasis of rolling the heel up, heel up, heel up. Strengthening left side gluteus medius. 3, 2, 1. Roll your left knee towards your nose. Maybe you can even touch. Tuck the right toes under, shoot the left leg behind you for three-legged dog. And you can take three-legged vinyasa if you wish. If not, it can be always four-legged vinyasa or even cat and cow. Anything that is symmetrical. We will meet at downward facing dog. Walk your hands all the way back towards your feet. Hold your elbows and give yourself another ragdoll fall. It's a very nice glute stretch. Point your sitting bones backward, point your fingers forward. Reach your ribs, keep your ribs in, reach the fingers away from the sitting bones as though you have two opposite forces, fingers and sitting bones, reaching away from each other. 10, 9, 8. Press the heels down. Maybe you can even lift and spread your toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up straight, squeeze the glutes, hands together, gentle back bend. You need to squeeze your seat to find a nice back bend. And then bend your knees again, but this time move fully into squat and sweep your arms backward. Breathe in, lift yourself up, but lift your left knee too up. Exhale, come back to the squat and reach your fingers backward. Breathe in, up, right knee this time goes with you up. Squeeze the left side seat. Exhale, come back to the squat and reach your fingers behind. One more time. Each side. Breathe in, left knee goes up as you stand up. Exhale, lower down to the squat and sway your arms through. One last time. Breathe in, right knee goes with you up. Exhale, come back down and sway your arms back. Drop the hands forward and come back into all fours. Press down through the fingers. I cannot say it enough. It's such an important thing so that you are not collapse on your wrist. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk, or if you prefer, jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, fall down towards your legs. Inhale, reach all the way up. Stretch the heart up, arms up. Exhale, hands through the heart. Lift your left knee and press the right hand to the inside of the left knee. This way you will feel this resistance against the inner knee and palm. Reach the left arm behind you. Keep squeezing the inner knee to the hand and notice how much core work you will build this way. Squeeze the right side glutes for stability. We are almost at warrior two. So reach the right arm up, gently bend the right knee and sway your left foot back to find warrior two. With control, left toes down, bend your right knee, find warrior two. Drishti. Watch out your right knee pointed to the same direction as second and third toe. Make sure it's not going to the inside. Better. Now lift your arms up, lengthen. Exhale, right arms to the inside of the right leg. Exhale, walk the fingers slightly to the left into the middle of your feet and parallel your feet. Inhale, long spine, halfway lift. Now keep your right fingers underneath your nose and lift your left arm up, twist. Do not move from your hips. Keep your hips square. Move only from your chest. And then switch. Take the left fingers underneath your nose. Inhale, exhale, twist to the other side. Keep your spine long from tail to crown, hips on one level, front legs active, kneecaps lifted. And then drop your right arm down, open both toes to the outside, walk to the inside of your left knee, take Skandasana, but let's move dynamically at first. So move from one leg to the other, bend the other knee. One more time towards each leg. One side and to the other side. Come back towards the left side, but maybe this time you can spread your arms. It's always okay to stay higher. So if you need to, the left knee can be in half flexion and it's also perfect. Soften the neck. Remember that your neck will accumulate tension if you allow it to. As often as you remember to soften the back and sides of the neck. And then walk towards the front of the mat. Pivot both feet to the front. Step the left foot just a little bit forward so that the heels are on one line. And then keep your left fingers down, reach your right arm towards the ceiling. Always, if you need to, you can bring left palm onto the block. Press the balls of your feet down. Twist as much as you can to the right. Of course, you can always soften the right knee. And then lower the right hand down. Place your left knee down and sway your left knee slightly more backwards. Straight the right leg. And again, we are coming back into half split. This time we are a little bit warmer and the split is also more square. Right foot at the center, breathing, lengthen. Breathe out, fold a little bit more if you can. If it's not coming, you can always stay more upright. Some of you are super flexible, so if you feel like going into full split, go ahead. If not, stay with me with half Hanumanasana. Yeah, there you go. Perfect, and let's slowly get out, especially if you are in full Hanumanasana. Slowly sway your weight back, and then hands forward, bend the right knee, step the right foot back and move through Vinyasa. Inhale, Exhale, lower down. Inhale, open across the chest. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, step or hop forward between your hands. Lengthen out. Exhale, fold down towards the legs. Inhale, rise all the way up, stretch your heart up, stretch your arms up. Exhale, hands through the heart. Lift your right knee up, squeeze the left palm to the inside of the right knee, reach your right arm behind. Twist from the torso, strengthen your core. As you breathe out, squeeze between the sitting bones, allow your pelvic floor to swallow up. Working on root chakra, stability. Reach your left arm out and slowly step to warrior two with control. Master the slow motion. Right toes length, arms open wide. Every breathe in, provide this expansive quality around the chest, lungs, belly. Every breathe out, stay grounded and centered. Strong at your trunk and ribs gently down. It will give you more core support. Keep those legs, but reach your fingers up, arms up. Exhale, both arms to the inside of the left leg. Walk your fingers to the right, into the middle between the feet. And once again, take your left fingers underneath your nose. Breathe in, reach your arms up, right arm up, twist. Maybe this time you can take your right arm behind the back, bend gently the left knee. Maybe you can sway your right fingers to the left thigh. If it's not happening, that's okay. You can keep your arm on your lower back. And if this is easy, maybe you can even send your left arm forward, staying for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching, so release it all the way down. And take right fingers underneath your nose. Sway your left arm up. Maybe you can take the arm behind you. And now trying to touch the inner right thigh, maybe you can do it. And if you are ready, then send your fingers forward, right fingers. Keep staying twisted and long throughout the spine. 2, 1. Lower your hands down, open your toes to the outside. Bend your right knee, move towards your right knee, and listen, you can choose again to move by using your hands from side to side, or the challenge for the legs, for the glutes, will be to reach the arms up and trying to shift from side to side without using the hands. Of course, there is no shame in using the hands. Maybe just try a few times. You don't need to bend your knee fully. If it's only half bent, it also works nicely for the legs when you sway from side to side. One more time, each side. Next time you are at the back, just walk your hands forward, pivot left toes forward, right toes forward. Hop your right foot just enough to square your hips. Keep right fingers low, press down through the balls of your feet. Use the block underneath your right hand if you wish, and then sway your left arm up. Point left side seat back, right side hips slightly forward. Engage the front of your legs, your kneecaps up. Keep long neck. Tuck the chin gently in, shoulders down and back. And then lower your left hand down, lower your right knee down. Sway your right knee slightly more backward and straight the left leg, left toes up. Lengthen the chest, lengthen the spine. And when you lengthen the ribs, the front ribs and back ribs, think about lengthening equally between the back ribs and front ribs. So it's not about jetting the chest forward and ribs forward, but it's about finding the lengthening from the back and front equally, decompressing the spine. Walk the hands forward and move through vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, open the chest, squeeze the blades. Exhale, downward facing dog. One last flow, breathe in right leg up, moving close to the ground. Exhale, step the right forward between the hands. Ground your left heel down. Keep right fingers down if you can and sway your left arm up. If you cannot reach with the right fingers to the ground, you can always move onto your forearm. So here it's perfect and here as well perfect. Take your option. Strong legs, strong root lock. Finding stability at your pelvic floor, especially on your exhales. With breathe in, everything releases in your belly. With breathe out, the trunk is super stable. We will move to Trikonasana by rolling the left arm down to the floor. And as you roll your left arm up, straight the right leg, move to Trikonasana in this fluid way. Press down through the balls of your feet and notice how it helps you to engage your calves. Wrap the right hip underneath the left hip over the right. Moving to the seated positions, left hand down. Take your left knee outside the right heel. Take your sitting bones down to the ground, sit down. Ardha Matsyendrasana, seated twist. Breathe in, lift your left arm up, right fingers behind you. Exhale, twist to the right. You can hug the right knee in. Or if you are very open at your twist, you can even pass your left elbow outside the right knee. Twist even more. Always when you twist, try to move the most from your thoracic spine, the middle section of your spine. This is the place we are supposed to be the most mobile, but because of the sitting lifestyle, we are the most rigid actually. So mobilize the thoracic spine as often as you can. Come back to the center and take your right knee onto the top of the left knee. This will be perfect stretch to finish Gomukhasana, especially after so much glute activation today and outer lateral hips activation. So if this seat is not comfortable, sit somewhere higher on the pillow or on the blocks, or straight the bottom leg, the left leg forward. Breathe in, lengthen. And either stay here or if your body allows, then fall gently forward. Maybe also relax the head. Do your best. If you sit straight up, but feeling the outside hips stretch, then it's already perfect. The fold is actually for those who don't feel anything when they are seated. Once again, if it's hard, you can straighten the bottom leg or settle the pillows underneath your seat. Let's take 3 more breaths here. So stay, 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 3 more. Every breathe out, release a little bit more, go into the feeling. And I know that this pose is for some very challenging. So remember, even in challenging times, invite some calmness and groundness quality. Climb up and cross your legs. And let's do Purvottanasana, but in easy way first. Fingers behind us, fingers pointed forward. Press a lot through the knuckles, through the fingers, and lift the hips up. Squeeze the seat. And let's try just to straight one leg, right leg forward. If it's too much, bend the right knee. And now shift, bend the right knee, straight the left leg. Try to make ballerina feet, point the left foot, squeeze the seat, press through the fingers and knuckles, and then lower down your seat. Cross the legs, roll forward. You can move through vinyasa or you can skip vinyasa and wait in downward facing dog, yogi's choice. Last flow we go. Breathe in, left leg up, 3-legged dog, square hips, left glutes active. Exhale, left foot forward between your hands. Ground your left heel down, left fingers low, right arm over the ear line. Stretch the right side body. Move to Trikonasana. Fluidly, right arm moves down, and as you roll your right arm up, straight the left leg simultaneously, left hand on the left shin, ankle or the ground, right arm up. Wrap the left hip underneath the right. Every breathing, bring in some openness across the shoulders and hips. Every breathe out, pull the sitting bones towards each other, squeeze the glutes. Press the balls of your feet down, engage the calves. And look down, right fingers down. Sway your right knee outside the left heel. Ardha Matsyendrasana, sit down. Roll right fingers up, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left, hug the left knee into the center line, or maybe even passing the right elbow outside the knee. You know what you need. Aim not to round the spine. Imagine that you are balancing a tray or a cup of tea on your breastbones so that the chest is a little bit lifted up. It's not about jetting the lower ribs out, it's more about finding this lift through the heart, lift through the chest. And then unroll, slide the left knee onto the top of the right, or the other option, straight the bottom leg and keep left knee on the right knee like this, or sit higher on the pillow. Take your option, inhale. You can stay straight, or with your exhale, you fold down. Roll out of the shape. We are almost at the end. One last challenge. Purvottanasana again. Uncross your legs. Press the fingers behind you. Fingers pointed forward. Lift your seat up. You can repeat one leg straight on the time, or just keeping both knees bent. Or if you wish, maybe one leg straight and then the other leg straight. Squeeze the seat. Stay for 10, 9, 8. Lift the hips higher. 5, 4, 3. Squeeze the seats. Squeeze even higher, hips up. 1. And then release it down. Inner feet together, butterfly shape. The other name is shoelace pose. Shoelace pose. Feet together, knees wide. Breathe in, lengthen. And again, you can choose to stay straight. Lots of us will already feel stretched like this. If you prefer, you can start to lengthen forward. Soften the back of the neck. You can use your elbows to bring your knees lower to the floor. As you are opening your hips, always pay attention to your jaw. Sometimes when you force your hips to open too much, you will clench your jaw. So this is a nice signal to release both the jaw and the hips. The hips will open if you will allow them to do it nicely, without any stress. And then let's roll up. A final stretch that I love a lot, and we will need a block for that. But like I said, if you don't have a block, it is doable also without the block. So you can sit a little bit more forward. You can take a block between your hands, slowly rolling down, using your core, lower spine, middle spine, upper spine on the mat. Bring your heels a little bit closer in. And now you can bring the block underneath your sacrum, so right between your bump cheeks and your lumbar spine, onto the sacrum bone. And if it will be too much of the stretch, you can keep your block at the first height, so flat. If it's okay, you can take it to the middle level, and actually I love it the most at this level. And then, if it feels okay for you, remember it is not underneath your lower spine, neither not underneath your butt cheeks. It's in the middle, underneath your sacrum. If it's okay, straight your left leg and bring your right knee towards your chest. Watch out not to point your left knee to the outside. Point your left knee up towards the ceiling so that the left outer thigh is also pointed up. We are finishing with this one, so allow your breath to slow down. Maybe also close your eyes. Deeply looking inside. How you feel at the end of practice. How aware of the present moment are you? Switch sides, right leg straight, left knee goes in towards you. Right toes up, right kneecap pointed up, left knee in towards your chest. Keep your breath smooth. Potentially, every breath can be tasty and satisfying. And then place your left foot down, bend your right knee, remove the block to the side, slowly lower your upper spine, mid spine, lower spine. Just bounce your knees right and left slowly. And if you are ready, move to Shavasana, lengthening the legs, opening the palms up, allowing the toes to splay out, maybe gently rolling the shoulders underneath you. And find a few minutes of relaxation. Today's practice, it was all about moving close to earth with connection to calmness and groundness. We did slow it down a little bit so that hopefully we could release some tension and invite some inner ease and self-groundedness. You can repeat some grounding mantras. I am present in my body. I am grounded with the earth. I am connected. I am safe. I am whole. I will keep us here for 2 more minutes in silence. Allow the silence and stillness and inner peace to nourish you from the inside. If you do feel ready to wake up, then start to move fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Maybe rock your head from side to side. Provide in any extra movements that your body loves to do